still Sports Radio 88.9 Bella FM. It's that time when we look outside the arena. Welcome to news outside of sports. We start off this morning with information from the NCDC. Let us inform you that the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, have till date confirmed that 29,879 cases of COVID-19 in Nigeria. 12,100 cases have been discharged and 669 deaths have been recorded in 36 states and at the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. This comes after 503 new cases were confirmed last night. The new cases were reported from 20 states, with Lagos recording 153, Ondo recorded 76, Edo recorded 54. The FCT had 41 new cases and Enugu had 37, rounding up the top 5. And the latest numbers bring the total in Lagos State alone confirmed cases to 11,520, followed by Abuja, who have 2,322. Oyo have 1,530 cases, Edo 1,409, and Delta 1,285. They complete the top 5, and a total of 152,952 tests have been carried out so far. We can also inform that the Chief of Staff to the Governor of Kwara State, Aminu Adisa Logun, is dead. A statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Abdurrahman Abdurrazak Rafiu Ajakaye, said he died last night of complications from COVID-19. The statement also said Logun, an industrialist, a public intellectual, and an elder statesman, died a few hours after the result of his test returned positive. Inform you this morning that the federal and Lagos state governments have announced traffic management plans ahead of the closure of the Third Mainland Bridge in Lagos. Maintenance on the bridge will be carried out from July 24, 2020 to January 24, 2021, meaning that the bridge will be shut down for 6 months. Last night, Federal Controller of Works in Lagos, Olukayode Popola, at a press briefing said the bridge was last rehabilitated in 2012. The official also explained that the repairs will be done in 2 phases. The Oronshoki bound carriageway is the first to be shut for 3 months. Within the period, motorists will be allowed to use the island-bound lane, and alternative routes are provided. From 12 a.m. to 1 p.m., the highway will take the Oronshoki to Lagos Island traffic only on the Lagos Island-bound carriageway. And from 1 p.m., I beg your pardon, to 11 p.m., the highway will take the Lagos Island to Oronshoki traffic only on the Lagos Island-bound carriageway. The same process will be replicated on the Lagos Island-bound carriageway upon completion of repairs of the Oronshoki lane. News. Acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Ibrahim Magu, has been suspended by the presidency. Magu, recall, was arrested on Monday by a combined team of Department of State Services, DSS personnel, and policemen at the Wuse 2 office of the EFCC to face an interagency committee investigating corruption allegations against him. At the Edo State House of Assembly have been mandated to go for compulsory COVID-19 tests to ascertain their statuses. This was after the House leader, Roland Ashoro, reportedly tested positive for COVID-19. 6 lawmakers in the 24 infection member House were also ordered to undergo COVID-19 tests. The Speaker of the House, Frank Okiye, recently recovered from coronavirus infections, and the entrance gate of the complex is now shut. The Speaker, who put in a brief appearance, stayed in his official vehicle and refused to enter his office. Outside the arena on Sports Radio 88.9 Bella FM. Let's go international. Let's inform that the World Health Organization has acknowledged there is emerging evidence that the coronavirus can be spread by tiny particles suspended in the air. The airborne transmission could not be rolled out in crowded, closed or poorly ventilated settings, an official said. If the evidence is confirmed, it may affect guidelines for indoor spaces. An open letter from more than 200 scientists had accused the WHO of underestimating the possibility of airborne transmission. The WHO has so far said that the virus is transmitted through droplets when people cough or sneeze. In the meantime, U.S. President Donald Trump has made real his decision to withdraw the United States of America from the WHO, the World Health Organization. Trump has formally notified the United Nations, the UN, and the U.S. Congress that America will exit the WHO. Stefani Dujarric, UN spokesman, noted that the Secretariat had received the withdrawal letter. The conditions include a one-year notice and fulfillment of full financial obligations. The official also added. And Joe Biden, the presumptive Democratic presidential nominee, has condemned Trump's action, and Biden has stated that once elected as president of the U.S., his first day in office, he would re-enter the WHO. He would enter America, the USA, into the WHO. That's it this morning from the news front. Let's look at something topical this morning as we look at the embattled acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC. Ibrahim Magu, since Monday, has been spending time answering questions from members of the presidential panel headed by Justice Ayo Issa Salami. Followed the statement from the presidency that nobody is above the law. And you look at the EFCC and the activities of the EFCC so far, and the chairman, the acting chairman, now is answering questions. And indeed, he's been investigated as regards corruption allegations leveled against him. What does this tell you? What does this mean for you when you look at corruption in Nigeria, and of course what is happening to the EFCC acting chairman this morning? That's what we're looking at this morning as we step outside the arena of Sports Radio 88.9 FM. Of course, none of the news. The acting chairman of the EFCC is answering questions. An interagency committee is investigating him, and corruption allegations have been leveled against him. What is your take on this? And what is your take on the EFCC and even their quest to reduce corruption, whether financial? 07000889. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
My name is Samuel.
Okay, Samuel, just your name, please.
When you look at the case between the EFCC chairman and the federal government, I want to say that if the head is corrupt, I don't know what the body is going to do. And this has shown that our system is very, very porous and evil.
Okay.
I think an overhaul of the system is what I think is going to help, because everything is going out of hand. Because we go in this country. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very, very much. We're still outside the arena on Sports Radio 88.9 Bula FM. On Monday night, of course, the DSS and the police top the acting chairman. Hello.
Good morning.
Okay. Good morning. Your line. There's something wrong with your line. Would you say this is a step in the right direction? Investigation. Call us back if you can. 0700000889. Those are the numbers. Call us back if you can. We're looking at the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. The acting chairman of the commission, Ibrahim Magu, is of course answering questions. What do you make of the development? What step is this the step in the right direction? Hello. Sports Radio 88.9 Bula FM is the station, and we definitely are outside the arena.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, Mr. Tony, good day, sir.
What's your name?
My name is Chibueze.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah, Tony, my take is this. We
we don't have to wait until the head is off before you start treating the helmet. Even though one may consider it an action in the right direction or a step in the right direction, but it took longer than necessary. Things would have been damaged by now. Remember that each assembly rejected Magu and vehemently maintained that Magu was corrupt. But when you rule with sentiment and attachment of ethnicity, it spoils many things. This is why Nigeria is where it is today. And I tell you, apart from Magu, there are many corrupt officials serving under this administration. I pray that
we are talking EFCC. Let's stay with the EFCC first now. Yeah, don't broaden the topic. We're looking at what has happened in the EFCC. What do you make of this kind of step? Is this the way to go? What do you make of the thing all together? That's don't broaden it. Just stay with this one. Small. Sports Radio 88.9 FM. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, this is Paul.
Go on.
Yes.
Say something. I can hear you.
When you look at what is now, corruption is a branch. But the main problem of this country is this nepotism. I want to give this thing to my brother, I want to give that one to my brother, even if the person is not credible enough. You look at this one, the past administration, they refuse to nominate him. But Buhari keep insisting that he is the only righteous person that can handle that position. But look at what is happening now. It's like what they say in Hausa, Maternal and Data is around. That the wife of a police officer has born a thief. This is what is happening.
Wait, say it again. The wife of a police officer has done what?
Has born a thief.
Has become a thief.
Yeah?
I didn't get that. The wife of a police officer has become a thief. I didn't get it.
The wife of a police officer gave back to a thief.
Okay.
This is what is happening. This is a man that during the past administration they refused to nominate him, raising some question about him, but Buhari keep insisting that he's the only righteous person that can handle the position. And look at what is happening now.
Okay. Thank you very, very, very much. Sports Radio 88.9 Bella FM. We're looking at the situation with, of course, the agency called the EFCC. What do you make of it? That's my question this morning. Is it a step in the right direction? What has continued to happen since Monday? He's answering questions. Of course, he's answering to a presidential panel, an interagency committee headed by Justice Ayo Issa Salami. What kind of questions do you think they're even asking him? And what kind of responses do you even think he's giving to the panel? Ibrahim Magu. Sports Radio 88.9 Ghana FM is the station, and this indeed is outside the arena reloaded. We're looking at the wider society, and we're looking at some topical issues bordering our society. 0700000889. Those are the numbers to call this morning to be a part of the show right here, right now on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. Of course, you can get on board. We're also live on Facebook. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM is our fan page address. Once you like our page, you can of course go on to post your comments and your contributions. Okay, if Sports Radio. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, good Sean calling from Dagala.
Sean, just your name. Sean, there's something wrong with your line. I do the needful. Okay, we'd have to take another call. Sean, we cannot work with your phone line. The phone line is not good enough. Do the needful, and you can call us back. Still your frequency of champions. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM. We're still outside the arena, looking at the largest society. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
My name is Taiwo.
Taiwo, let's hear you, Taiwo.
Yeah, what is happening with Magu at CFCC, to me, is a product of power play at the top. I learned the Attorney General, Malami, was the one that petitioned Magu. And he even nominated his own candidate to succeed Magu. So they have to look at that critically. I'm not absolving Magu as a clean man this time around. But at the same time, there was a time I read about something that was a case file concerning one of Malami's associates, that they were asking Magu not to proceed on the case or something like that. So all this put together, I believe there's something beyond this. We need to dig further so that they will be able to face the power play at the presidency.
Okay.
So the cancers of this corruption in the APC government is becoming another thing entirely.
Okay. Thank you very, very much. That's a contributor there saying it's a function of power tussle and power play in the system. We're still outside the arena. This is Sports Radio 88.9 FM. Once in a while, we take our time out to look outside of the sports, outside of the football, and we look at what is happening in the larger society. Let's take this contribution. Hello, good morning. Sports Radio, good morning. Good morning to you. Your line is not very, very clean. It is not squeaky clean. Hello? There's something you're doing. There's an interference. I can't take your call. Thank you very, very much for being part of our morning. Well, of course, at this point in time, we want to call it a wrap on today's session. It's been a Language Wednesday, and I must say a big, big shout out to the crew. Let me start from Mohammed, Saliu, and Yinka Oyedele. They were part of the Morning Belt. Of course, the elder, Overdose, Okoroji Chidoze Jefta was also here. Josh Ike Okole was part of the morning programming, not forgetting Tosin Adeshina. My name is Anthony Bekederemo. Judoboji was also here. Thanks to you out there for being part of our morning. Thanks for the calls and all the messages on social media. Indeed, the action will continue after this time out. I will go for a breather. When we come back from the break, ID will be here. ID Enang will be here, and he will navigate with us. Don't touch it. The action is right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Bila FM. Don't touch it. The action will continue after this time out.
When the fans asked for more, we at Sports Radio 88.9 FM gave them 4 wishes